As a kid, I always wondered how things are made, and I still wonder. So I figured you might be interested too. I'm going to do a series of little videos to show you how things are made. This is a sterling silver, although I do make it in gold, heart pendant. It's three-dimensional. It has a 3-point full-cut diamond in it and a hole for the chain to go through. But how does it start out? How does it get to this point? It starts out as a block of wax. This one's a slice of wax, but I carve it out of here and then I have a cast. After I get the rough casting back from the caster, it looks like this. It's not shiny, it's got casting material on it, and it has a sprue where the silver went through in the casting process. So now I have to file off the sprue and sand down the pendant and drill holes in the sides for the chain. You can see the back on this one is hollow. I had to do that in the wax. Any wax that is made, it's going to come out just like the wax. So if there's a mistake in the wax, the casting will also come out as a mistake. So here we go. I'm going to put this, because it's so small, I'm going to put it in a clamp so I can hold it without dropping it, hopefully. And here's the file I'm going to use to file off that sprue. I'm going to skip ahead so you can see it quicker than it actually happens. Okay, now the sprue is off, but it's still a little rough and it has to be smoothed out with an emery stick. This is called an emery stick, and I put on different emery papers depending if I want a rough and quicker way to clean this up or a more refined emery that won't make scratches like this one. So it's not polishing it, it's just taking off the rough edges and smoothing it down. On the curved parts, I can use another tool with my flexible shaft machine, which I will now show you. This is it, flexible shaft machine, just like the dentist uses. In fact, they have some of the same tools, but I don't think of that when I'm cleaning up a piece of jewelry. And when the dentist uses it, I pretend that he is cleaning up a piece of jewelry. So now let's see if you can see. I don't know how focused it is. I can also use my emery stick to make the top, the flat part, shiny. So you can see that it's starting to get shiny. It's still not polished, it's got like a matte finish, but then in the top of the heart there's a little tiny place to get into. So then I fold a piece of emery paper and go in between to clean that out. Not the easiest thing to see. Now I have to mark where I'm going to put my holes, and I have pre-measured it, and now I use the same flexible shaft machine with a different tip. This is more like the dentist uses to make a hole, to make a cavity, as it were. Now we have one hole, and I'll finish the second hole. And the last thing I do is clean out the inside of the heart with the same burr that I made the holes with. So now we have, I'm going to try to focus this for you, a heart with holes. And the last thing I would do is polish it. But if I'm going to put a diamond in the front, I usually put on a matte finish in the front and polish only the sides so there's some dimension and so that the diamond pops out in the front. Another option would be to make this a gift for someone with their initial on the front. So that's an option. We can engrave an initial on the front and then put a chain through it. So back to the beginning, now you see how a piece of jewelry is made. And here's the finished product with a diamond in the center and on a chain.